Hi, thanks for watching. It's Lipstick Gal, and I wanted to show you what I bought just for the packaging. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that. And normally I buy things based on quality. I buy things based on, does it work well? Are there good reviews out about it? And sometimes I see the packaging and I'm just like, hello, take my money. And these are things that I'm not gonna lie. They're just like, they were so either beautiful or adorably cute. I had to go, yeah, you belong to me. All right, so I'm gonna start with what I would call more like my beautiful products that are non-lip related. I have a whole box right here of lip related beautiful packaging, but that's for maybe another video, who knows. I'm gonna start out with this. This is the Kat Von D Metal Matte. I love it. I love that if you turn it, one way it says one thing and the other way. Also, I mean, when you can get this many eyeshadows in one palette, shiny as well as, I mean, come on. Yes, sign me up. And it's Kat Von D, and I love that it's metallic, and it's a, kind of a really interesting way to, feature the wording here so that it says two different things depending on how you look at it. I mean, I love this. And I don't use it that often because, with the exception of like this end of the palette, these are colors I don't wear that often. I should, but I don't. All right, something I picked up just this last Christmas season. It was the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Palette number 3. Now, the packaging itself is beautiful, but the inside is just as gorgeous and made me go, oh, I need you. I almost got pulled in last year by the white, I guess it was 2016, the white marble packaging. It looked like white marble. But no, this one, the rose gold, pulled me in, hook, line, and sinker. And I've been trying to resist these. This is the third one. So for the last 3 holiday seasons, they've come out with these beautiful little, reflective, beautiful things. And I've been trying to say, no, $80 is too much. It's too much for a palette. I use this so much. I think it's fabulous. I'm surprised I haven't used them enough that they've kind of lost their little domed, yeah, beautiful, love it. Another thing I bought for the packaging is this. This is the Tan-Tastic 104 Omega Bronze, the Coconut Perfect Tan from Marc Jacobs. I love it. You can see, right here, I've used it enough that I'm losing the texture there, but it is just gorgeous. This giant white compact. I feel so luxurious every time I use this, just because the packaging, it's luxe, it's gorgeous. I just want to go, more, give me more, give me all of the white packaging. And I guess this is the thing that kind of fills that spot in my heart for the white packaging from Tom Ford, that I'm just like, no. I don't even know, maybe it's fantastic quality, but I'm just like, I can't spend over $100 on one, no, I can't do it. I won't do it. I want to, but I won't. So I love this. All right, other things that fall into that beautiful packaging. This is from Jovi. It's one of their new blush duos. I don't know if it's new anymore, but I mean, you get 2 really large size products. It's $30. It's gorgeous, and each one of the duos has a different floral motif on the front. Fabulous. Now, because I'm a huge Charlotte Tilbury fan, and there are a lot of things that I bought for the packaging, this Film Star Bronze and Glow is one of them. But I mean, you can tell, I have really used this. I have really used this. For somebody who has as much as I do, when it gets to the point where you're losing texture, I've been into that. I love it. It looks very vintage. It reminds me of something that I remember my grandmother showing me that she had kept from when she was a teenager in the 40s. Yeah. And it was beautiful, and it was like this. And I was like, oh, that's so pretty, Grandma. So I do love a lot of Charlotte Tilbury packaging. This is another one of my favorite products. It's the Flawless Finish Airbrush. I almost said air blush. It's airbrush powder. It's phenomenal. I love the way it performs, but the packaging is just so shiny and reflective. I loves it. This is another Charlotte Tilbury. And I was kind of disappointed by this one because when you look on the inside, it looks like a little bar of gold. And this is what it's called. It's called Bar of Gold. Yep, Bar of Gold. That's what it's called. And the imprint on the front says the CT. And it's so cute. but this is just cardboard. I had no idea. I guess maybe I should say I bought this more for what the pan looked like and the way that it was all formed and shaped and adorable. It is magnetic closure, but this was like almost 40 bucks, and it's not even that great of a highlighter. So if you've been tempted, don't do it. I don't recommend this. All right, this though, limited edition. Look at that. So shiny, so gorgeous. It's Estee Lauder, and it even has this little spot of turquoise here. And I always thought that you could press it in. It's not. It just lifts up there, and it's magnetized. But this is what the product looks like. And this is their, is it Heat Wave? Yes, 01 Heat Wave. It's from the Bronzed Goddess line. I love this. It's also a phenomenal highlighter, but by the way, Ofra's Rodeo Drive is very similar, if not just a little bit more blinding. But the packaging. All right, another one that I bought for the packaging, and you can tell it's a kind of a rose gold theme with this, and the Charlotte Tilbury, is this from Natasha Denona. I mean, it's like, woo, blinding, it's gorgeous. This is the Natasha Denona Glow, and it's just a highlight. And it's a beautiful highlight. It's more on the subtle side of highlight, so it doesn't emphasize texture, it doesn't emphasize fine lines if you kind of get it up around here where people my age have crow's feet. But I love this. I love the packaging. I love how large it is. I love everything about it. It's fabulous. Okay, now this I picked up because it reminded me of Charlotte Tilbury packaging. It's from number 7. This is drugstore. And this is really good. This is one of my favorite bronzers. And even the pan, you can tell I've worn off the little impression here, but it had this beautiful radiating in pattern on it. And this right here is the Golden Sands number 7 bronzer. And it says it's even suitable for sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive skin, but this is a great bronzer. And the packaging, it's so pretty. So pretty. All right. Now, from there, these are kind of mostly my, because they're beautiful. This one falls into beautiful and cute. It's from Besame. And this is their Cream Rouge. It's so pretty. It comes in this little tin. And at the bottom, it has some sort of like a lace. It's not an imprint, but it looks like a pattern, a lace pattern on the bottom. This is what it looks like. And this gives me the most beautiful, you know, in the middle of winter when your lips are drier than dry and somehow you bite them because you're stupid. That's me, maybe. If I put this on, it's like the most beautiful bitten lip stain. Now, it's for cheeks and it looks fantastic on the cheeks. And on days that I decide I'm not wearing any bronzer and I'm just wearing blush, this is the blush that I reach for. And it is fabulous. I use the little tiny beauty blender. It's the, is it the blusher blender? Little tiny, not the itty bitty one, but the mid-size one. Tap it in there. Perfect fleshy blush. It's beautiful. I love this one. This one's in crimson. All right, now we're going from beautiful packaging into the cutesy packaging. Now this one here, I grew up loving Crayolas. As a kid, I used to get the biggest box you could get. At first, it was like the box of 64. Then it was the box, was it 92 or 98? And then there was a box of 120. And that's when I was in college and I was like, I don't care. You're still mine. I'm taking you. And I would sit down and I would color. It was my way of kind of relaxing. And everybody was teasing me. But now there are adult coloring books. And I'm like, I knew that a long time ago. More than 20 years ago I was onto that. It's this. This was a collaboration between Clinique and Crayola. And it's like a box of crayons. And even these guys have the little Crayola and they have this little, I mean, I felt like I was buying a box of crayons. And I've always been one that has thought, and I've told my friends, I used to love crayons. I used to love to color. I used to love to mix color. So to me, makeup is like crayons for grown-ups. That's what it is. And then when I saw this, I was like, oh, I need you. And a lot of people, they may not keep the box, but it's also magnetized. And I love that. It's a really great detail. And it even tells you like right here what the names are. I love this so much. And I should use it more because I love the Chubby formula. There's regular Chubbies and Chubby Intense in here. And you know, these are the colors that there are in the box. And I can wear and use every single shade. But somehow for me, it's more of like a, isn't it cute? All right. Another, and this is a whole line. This whole line from this cosmetics company is like adorable. And it's the Balm. And this was the first product I ever purchased from the Balm. And this is Mary Luminizer. And I like that it says offense, highlighter, shimmer, eyeshadow. Charge, too pretty, too popular. And the antonym, womanizer. So it's kind of like, you know, her mugshot. But it is also a fabulous product. This was the first highlighter I ever bought, and I thought, what was I doing without you before this? Where was I? Why did I not know about you? And then this had been around for several years, and then highlighters got really big. Was it 2014 or 2015? And like everybody and their mother was making highlighters. And now even the drugstore highlighters are really good. But other products that I bought, they don't even make this one anymore. But I bought it because of the packaging. And it's Balm Jovi. That's what it's called. Balm Jovi. It's the Rockstar palette. And it's a face palette. So, but what I love about it, they have this little mirror that's heart-shaped. But then even the names on here are fantastic. There's Metallica, Iron Maiden, Led Zeppelin, Alice Cooper, not Alice Cooper. But then like in the middle section here is all like Adagio, Allegro, Moderato, Presto. And I've taken music lessons for years, like classical music lessons. I used to play in orchestras. I mean, any sort of music group, you name it, I've been in it. So this hit both my love of rock and love of classical music. And it has a little Mary Luminizer, and here's like, I love you so much. And I love that they separate the cream products to the bottom, which probably are bad now, but packaging, people, packaging. From there, also, all of their Balm Nude Dude, Nude Beach, you know, Nude Tude, because look at these people. And I decided to get the ones that have the guys in it because, I mean, adorable. Adorable. Like the little naked ladies, I love that one too. The ones where they're on the beach and, you know, the shadows are covering, you know, all the pertinent parts. I love that. Worst ever. I think they're even worse than some that come in eyeshadows from the drugstore. The brush, worst brush ever. But the shadows are pretty nice. All right, we're almost done. And I think I'm going to do lipstick I bought just for the packaging in another video because we'll be here forever. And it's Too Faced. How could we not talk about packaging and not talk about Too Faced? And for me, things like this, I loved the I Want Candy collection. Like this right here. It's like a little candy box. And you know, the sticker that you would have before you open the box, that's Candy's face. I loved it. I loved it. I haven't used it as much as I should. I've used, you know, some more than others, but this palette here I thought was really well done. I wish it had a mirror. It didn't have a mirror, but it looks like a little box of bonbons, and it's shiny and it's domed. I mean, everything about this, the attention to detail down to the sticker, I loved it. I was like hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you my money. Let me give it all to you. And then I really liked this. This was the banana powder or banana pudding. And this is speckled and flecked. It's supposed to be kind of like a color correcting powder. And it does. And it kind of all blends together to be flesh toned. I find that unless it's summertime, this is too deep for me. And I have to use it with a very light hand even in summer because remember, I really don't change color. This is the pale me. I live in SPF 50. I bathe in that stuff. I try not to change. Occasionally, summer gets me. Occasionally, but there have been some summers I go through and I'm just as fair now as I will be come September. All right, and the last one. I don't even like the colors in here, but this was too cute. This is the Clover palette. I loved this packaging. And you know, the inside, like with this part here, little Clover holding balloons that spell his name. And the colors are pretty. I mean, you can very easily, if you use these guys here, you know, work yourself through a neutral, and then you have some pops of color. But, you know, I don't really wear this pistachio green eyeshadow. That's not a shade I reach for, or this bright yellow. Everything else I've used before, but those are ones, seriously, it was for the packaging. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I don't like that I've spent money on things that I don't use, so I've kind of stopped doing that. But I'll tell you, every time I see these, they put a smile on my face. Every single time. Whether it's this, or like this, it's just like, smile. Oh, I love that. I love that. And I have not been able to get rid of it. And I'm trying to get to the point where I'm, okay, use it all, try it all, see what's worth keeping, what needs to be decluttered. I don't know that I'm going to be able to declutter any of this. I might need to, but I'm not going to be happy about it. Anyway, is there something that you bought just for the packaging. Something that you's like, oh, and you belong to me now. And I will tell all my friends about you. Yeah, if you have a product like that that you bought, whether you love what's on the inside of the packaging or whether you don't, would you let me know below? I'd love to hear what that is. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.